In this video, I'm going to bring you through the exact process that we used to scale with marketing angles and offers. I'm going to bring you through a little case study of a client that we scaled from like $100,000 a month all the way up to $445,000 per month. And we're actually still in the process of increasing that, monthly revenue. I'm going to bring you through this little case study, but either way, what I'm going to share in this video is not only coherent to this specific case study that I'm going to show you. It's mostly about all of the clients that we work with, and these principles that I'm going to talk about are marketing angles and offers and how we use them to drastically scale horizontally, not just vertically but also horizontally across all of our clients. And in many cases, this is the exact same reason that allows a scale to happen profitably in the first place. So I'm going to talk about these principles. With no further ado, let's get right into the video. Great, so as usual, here is some proof. As you can see here, they did in the last 30 days $444,000, $445,688. And the crazy thing about this account is that we were hovering around these numbers over here, 4, 5, 6, 7K, whatever. And then at Black Friday we hit this is a relatively new brand, so they haven't been around for like years. And so when there's a relatively new brand, we don't really expect like these huge mega jumps, even when there's sales. But in this scenario, we hit $19,000 in sales, almost $20,000 in sales just on Black Friday. And also we did quite well on Cyber Monday. But the good thing about, and what I loved about this account is that even after Black Friday or these sales, also considering that this is kind of like an evergreen product, it's not like something that they need to buy on Christmas or whatever. We hit almost $30,000, basically an extra 30-40% of revenue compared to like Black Friday. So I love to see this consistency. Now, of course, we're descaling a bit and we're hovering around, $15,000 a day in sales, plus or minus. And in the next new year, since of course there's not going to be the Q4 anymore, we're trying to stabilize this account between $250,000 and $300,000 at the very least, and then we're going to start introducing more products. But let's go and dissect a couple of very, very important things that allows not only just this client, once again, just in general, like most clients to scale, allow scale to happen. So let me just switch over here. Right over here. And so I'm going to talk about two things, as you probably noticed from the intro of this video: how we scale with offers and how we scale with marketing angles, okay, winning angles, okay. And I'm going to talk about how we also distribute our creative concepts within the marketing angles that we test. And I've never done this before. I'm going to share like a couple of real life examples of how to scale horizontally with marketing angles, because I always speak about marketing angles, but I never actually go in depth and share maybe a real life example so that you can use the same principles for your own business. Okay, so let's go through this first kind of concept and how we structure our accounts with marketing angles specifically. Then we'll dive deeper into offers. Now, marketing angles, I'm going to go through that, some examples of how to differentiate between one angle and another. But long story short, the way that we structure our accounts is 80% we put our energies into marketing angles that can scale. Okay, so this would be it. So we have like, let's just say 3 angles that we know are scaling, and we put all of our 80% of our focus in creative concepts and energies and editors' time, creative strategist time, my team's time towards the 80%. And then we always want to put around 20%, 15 to 20%, more around 20% off season. Why do I say off season? Because when we're off season and there's no like super huge mega sale, the majority of your energy should go towards what is proven to work and what will scale, right? And so the testing is maybe more left on the side when the scaling season is finished or completed. And so around 20% of our tests are going to be with new angles and new creative concepts combined, right? And so this is a typical structure of how we structure our ad accounts, just so you understand how this comes into play on the ad account level. We have whether it's ABO or CBO, I don't care. I'm not going to talk about that in this video right now, but each angle or each ad set that we launch on either an ABO level or a CBO level is going to be a marketing angle. We'll have a specific marketing angle. Now, I'm not saying that each ad set needs to have a different marketing angle, you can have the same exact marketing angle, but you can also shift the creative concept. So you can let Facebook choose where it will spend if you're maybe doing like a CBO, for example. Now, this is basically the 80%, 20% distribution. So 80% of your time goes towards either a winning angle or a winning creative concept, or a winning angle with a new creative concept, because we know, at least one of these two things needs to be a winner to put 80% of your time into it. And then 20% will go to a new marketing angle plus a new creative concept, or a new marketing angle plus a winning creative concept. So this is a bit warmer because there's already kind of a proof of concept with the winning creative concept. Now let's talk about, I wanted to share, I felt obligated to share this structure just so you know how we leverage marketing angles and how we put them and include them into our ad account, so you have a much more structured way and in your brain. Okay, let's go through a real life example. And I like real life examples because you can just literally apply them to the real life and you'll understand what I mean by marketing angles. So let's just take, for example, a facial sculptor. For those of you that don't know what a facial sculptor is, it's kind of like a gua sha product. It's this facial sculptor, it's this machine as like a V shape that you can use to like, reduce wrinkles or do like an instant lift. You know, the gua sha, right? There's gua sha massages to basically take away your wrinkles, make your, kind of do like have an instant, not glow, but like lift effect, right? It's not Botox, but it has kind of like that, those benefits to it when you use this product for a long time. And also has a vibration element to it. So if you want to put any cream on it, it helps you, it helps the serum penetrate your skin to give you that better kind of lift effect. And so there's many angles that you can use, not only angles, but also age brackets that you can use that could also typically a different age bracket is also kind of considered a different angle because you're approaching a different market, and so it's a different angle. So these are just some examples. As you can see over here, double chin is one. So going after people that have double chins, right? Use the product for double chin. Another example is natural remedy and without Botox, right? And so instead of like ruining your skin or having a high chance of like ruining your skin because of Botox or something like that, or like a surgical procedure, which isn't always the best thing to do, right? You have a natural remedy which you can bring yourself at home, right? Another example that it didn't put here is like convenience while you travel, because it's a very, very small device. It's like this big and you can put it all over you want. So that alone could be an angle that you could promote and push, right? Another one is turkey neck. There's typically at the age range, double chin isn't really dependent on age. It does increase over time, obviously, but it also depends on like your own, like how you're built, right? Some people are also skinny and have a double chin, and some people are not. And so this is an angle. And so turkey neck is another angle. So people that are aged, that have like a turkey neck, all the wrinkles on their neck, fine lines and wrinkles, that's a turkey neck. And I know a company that's selling this in the US with this angle, and they're absolutely killing it. That's another example. Or another example could be that I'm just thinking outside of my head, just so you have an idea, that the angle could be like, it's not about your wrinkles. It's perhaps because you don't really are moisturizing or dehydrating your skin. So that's an example where you can use the product with a serum, where you maybe do like a cool bundle, where you can like use this product as it vibrates within your skin to help you reduce hydration and therefore help you reduce like a turkey neck, for example. These are just some variations that you can use. Another one is just focus on the fine line angle, which is a pretty standard one. Instant lift before night out. This is an interesting one because it's probably more for, you can do it for all ages, but like perhaps for like the 25 to 35 year old that still really goes out regularly. They're like, girls nights. And so this is a perfect example, and there's like a specific video ad where this girl talks about have an instant lift, and they basically use the product on their eyebrows that makes them like super edgy and super lifted, and of course also the skin. And so you could basically see an instant facelift within like 5 minutes of using the product, and you can use that before going out just to have that glow, or that, not glow, sorry, I keep saying glow, that instant facelift. I guess you could also have a glow if you apply with a serum, but you get my point. So the ad and the hook could be like, you want an instant lift before you go out on girls' night. That could be a perfect hook, and you can test it. So these are just all examples, right? Some of these are just invented by me. I also, of course, leveraged the power of ChatGPT. This is a practice that we do. And so we give a description. I think this is for another product. Yeah, this is like another product, but we give a description, then we allow ChatGPT to give us some ideas, and then we kind of perfect the script and what we want ChatGPT to give us. And so another one here is treat and lift your skin now to avoid saggy skin in the future, in your 50s. So we're basically approaching 20, 25, 30-year-olds, and I could really see how this could transform the sales process, could really work well for like with an advertorial. Okay, so we would probably have an advertorial that sends, going from ad to an advertorial that has some information on how using this product between 20 and 30 will allow you to not have, you show like the horrible turkey neck in your 40s or 50s, right? Save yourself time, money, effort, whatever, and use this solution, natural solution. So that's another example, right? Do this now to avoid saggy skin in the future, right? So this is a really good one, actually. Another one is gift for your girlfriend or gift for your loved one or something like that. Very traditional. This could also go year around. We've had some clients where, at the end of the day, everybody has birthdays every single day. Of course, it's maybe an angle that is less scalable outside of like seasonalities like Q4 or gifting, but it can be an angle that is worth testing over here. Spa treatment at home. I like this. As I said before, it's portable. You don't have to go out and spend money and do all that stuff. Reverse aging is another one. Snatch jawline. The snatch is focusing on this particular aspect of the face, like having a snatch jawline, so the hooks and the creators would talk mostly, or have hooks and talk mostly in terms of the storyboard and the storyline of the video. Talk about how this product can snatch their jawline. Another one is like save dollars without surgery, right? Just having that economic factor where instead of spending $5,000 for Botox in a year or whatever, you spend like $100 or $60, I think it's what they sell for, one time, and whatever. You get the point. And then of course here, what I would do is like when you test a new product or a new angle, I would give it at least like 3 to 5 creative concepts that you want to test with it to give it a shot. Don't test like $100 and give up. Test some creative concepts. So like a UGC mashup, AI voiceover, ASMR, before and after, like all of these videos, creative concepts you should test as you test new and also existing marketing angles. Okay, that's how you scale a marketing angle. You scale it by adding creative concept or layers to your creative concept. Okay, another example, and this is a more kind of like, maybe it's easier to find angles with like a problem-solving product on your skin because it solves a lot of insecurities. But what about like apparel or clothing or like a wallet, like a luxury wallet, a watch or a bracelet, something like that? So I did an example for this as well, just to have like kind of like two sides of the story. So number one, this is a luxury wallet. There's leather and also has like a feature to it where if you lose it, you can track it on your app. And it's like a leather wallet. I told you already, it's very slim. It holds your cards and your money, your cash, and it's very, very slim, so that when you put it in your pocket, it doesn't create that, when you have a big wallet on your pocket, and it's like it creates that lump on your pocket, which isn't really on your pants, which isn't really like elegant. It's like I don't think it's elegant. It's not very appealing to the eye. And so let me go through some examples. So increase in status. So first of all, just like a watch, just like a great turtleneck like I'm wearing right now, just like a watch over here, like all these things, they increase your status. And I think this is one of the highest leverage opportunities of selling luxury apparel, luxury watches, wallets, whatever you want, because increase in status is by far one of the biggest like problems that you can solve. Just like the turkey neck, if I increase your status, you're gonna get more clients, you're gonna get more attention. Girls are gonna see you in another way, right? So this is a strong pain point, especially for men, increasing that status. Men are all about status, or I guess the majority of men, they love status. And so this is an angle that could really work well. Not really talking about like too much of the features, talking about the increase in value as a man, as authority figure, as a status figure, that can have effect into your life and how that would look like, right? That's an example. Another one is affordable wallet without the hefty price tag. This is just an angle based on price and perceived value. I always like to say it's never a price objection, it's always an objection of value. So in this angle, we're doubling down on making sure they really see the value in the product. How can we promote this? I would have very, very high quality, extremely high quality images, which will automatically increase the perceived value of the wallet. And then, you know, the angle could just be, instead of spending $1,000 on a Mont Blanc, whatever, just spend $100 on a premium quality wallet that will last you for 7 years, 10 years, a lifelong time, that you can hand over to your children or whatever, your future children, family, that will stick with you forever. And so that's an example of, like, you know, affordable. Perfect gift for your loved one. This is very simple. I don't need to explain this. Perfect gift for your best friend. And so, like, from bros to bros, you give. I think it would be a perfect gift. To a wallet is a perfect gift for a friend. Slim, not visible in your pocket, what I was talking about before. I think this is a big pain point for people that actually understand. In my opinion, I don't really like to have, like, when I wear pants, I want my pants to be straight. I don't want to have, like, curves on it. It's not, in my opinion, it's not really, like, elegant. It doesn't look good, and it keeps just space in your pocket. Like, it just, for me, it would be a pain point. If I see an ad that talks about that, I would really be hooked. And that's a perfect example of an angle, okay? Let me see the battery life here. Okay, you still have a little bit. I'm using my Osmo to record this, so, you know, cool. I think it's working quite well. Hold both cards and money, okay? This is just a feature benefit kind of angle where you just say, you know, it doesn't only hold cards because most wallets are slim, just maybe have space for cards. It also has a compartment just specifically for cash, right? And so this is a good one. Highest quality leather, whoops, I can't speak. Leather that lasts years. And so this is kind of the approach that I was talking about before. Conversation as starter. This is kind of like one that I thought about because whenever I go out and I have like something luxurious, like a Rolex, a watch, whatever, a nice jacket, sometimes these items, luxury items, start conversations. And you can close business, you can build new connections, build new people, make new friends, right? All these things, you know, it's a byproduct of having something that looks great on you or that you own, that is considered to have perceived value or has value. So this is just an example, could be like a perfect hook. Once again, I'm not saying these are winners. These are all examples that could potentially be a test. Never lose your wallet again because it has a tracking app element to it. So it has like a chip. So it has also the tech component to it where you can just track it. How many times have we lost our wallet? I've never found it again. You know, I've actually lost my wallet, I think 6 months ago this summer. Boy, it was a horrible experience. And if I could just have an app where I could track it, I could literally find it again. And so, you know, something to think about, and these are just some angles. I hope this was valuable. I want to talk about offers and how we can also use this to scale horizontally. As you can see here, just like, and this also applies for marketing angles. So if we can have a business that has a more distributed cash flow because we have more offers, and so we're distributing the risk across different offers. Same thing with marketing angles. This applies in the same way. If we can have 10% of revenue coming from this angle, 10% of revenue coming from this angle, 30% from these two or these three, whatever, your distribution in your business is going to be a lot more consistent because you're going after new marketing angles and new offers, and you're taking a different parts of the markets as well. Okay, so very simple. You should have creatives for each offer. You should scale horizontally with each offer. I'm going to show you an example of a company that I really, really like. I think they're approaching 9 figures. They're really doing well. If they're not doing 9 figures, they're doing multiple 8 figures, just purely online sales. And Cure Skincare is a great brand. I absolutely love what they're doing. And if you don't use Otter, use it. Absolutely, there's there's a link down below if you're interested, but we're actually strategic partners with them. I love the tool. We use it to funnel hack competitors, and this is actually also how we come up with new angles, which we then put into our command center. So we do a bunch of research there, and then we have like a sheet called creative concepts, and we put all of our messaging here, our creative concepts here, our hooks here, based on the research that we did on Atria as well. And so what you can do on Atria is very interesting. You can follow the brand. It will give you a distribution of all the things that they're doing here, and then also landing pages. And as you can see here, this brand is launching, has different offers. So we have a 370 offer. We have another offer specifically for, bundles, and they're promoting different bundles. Another offer where they're doing a 3, a 2, a 1 month supply with a specific serum or product. And so as you can see, they're testing a bunch of different offers, headlines, to make sure that they have a more distributed business. And also it allows you to find new winners, right? Which is the whole point. Just like angles, just like creatives, same exact thing. And so as you can see, over 50% of their traffic is going to this main page, and it's because it's the most profitable one, but they don't limit them their business just to that page. They have a bunch of different other pages, and these are like less popular. I know that they have way more, but another 16, let's just say 25%, around 30 to 35, maybe 40% of the rest of the traffic. Of course, from 53 to 100, that's probably like, another 47% is going to other pages and other offers, just to diversify and also apply the 80%, 20% rule. So what I think they're doing here is that 50% is going to the one that is working. Another like 20 to 30% is going to maybe similar, same product, but like different offers. And then the other 20% is going to like complete new either products or offerings where they're just testing the markets and testing the waters. So I just wanted to show you an actual example. You can see here yourself how they're distributing their traffic. Of course, you can also see the ads, but I wanted to open up your eyes and share kind of this fundamental procedure that 6 and 7 figure business owners just don't do. They don't scale with angles, and they don't scale with offers. And if you combine both at the same time, you can really see an uplift in your revenue. You can have a more consistent business and just a business that has more enterprise value. Because if I'm an investor and I want to buy a business that has one product, one offer, one marketing angle, of course I have to be a marketer to understand these things, right? Then it's going to be way more risky for me to acquire that business. What if next year it doesn't work anymore, right? I'd rather buy a business that has a much more distributed cash flow across different products, but not only products, but angles and offers. Okay, I hope this video was valuable. That's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I hope this mic was working quite well. And with no further ado, see you in the next one, and I hope you enjoyed it.